The traveler, Eli, had been walking for days, his water supply dwindling with each step. His throat was parched and every fiber of his being screamed for rest. Yet the promise of reaching an oasis kept him moving forward.
Just a little further,
he whispered to himself, his voice barely audible over the whisper of the wind. Eli stops to catch his breath, his hand instinctively reaching for the water flask at his side. With a resigned sigh, he uncaps it, feeling the weight of the last precious drops inside.
This has to last,
he tells himself, knowing the oasis might still be miles away. He takes a small sip, savoring the liquid as it soothes his dry throat. Curiosity and concern propel Eli forward. As he approaches, he sees a young boy, parched and exhausted, lying in the sand. The boy's lips are cracked and his eyes are closed, barely clinging to consciousness.
Hey, are you okay?
Eli gently shakes the boy's shoulder, but receives only a weak groan in response. Eli hesitates, glancing at his water flask. He knows he barely has enough to sustain himself, yet the boy's need is greater. With a deep breath, he offers the flask to the boy.
Here, drink this,
he urges softly. The boy, with trembling hands, accepts the flask and drinks gratefully. Eli reflects on his journey, understanding that the real path was not just across the desert, but through the lessons he learned along the way. In giving his last sip of water, he discovered that true strength lies in compassion and true wealth in gratitude.
In helping him, I found what I was searching for,
he muses, watching the boy sleep peacefully. Eli helps the boy to his feet, both of them ready to continue the journey.
Let's find that oasis together,
Eli suggests, a newfound determination in his voice. As they walk side by side, the desert no longer seems as daunting, for they have each other for support.